Spider-Man Last Hunt premieres on January 29th only on LewisFilms. You can watch the official trailer in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how they have re-edited and actually redone some of the CGI in Spider-Man No Way Home. Let's talk about it. So as you guys probably know, it's been over Twitter quite a lot. People have been comparing recent footage from Spider-Man No Way Home and early footage of Spider-Man No Way Home as well. And people have found that some of the footage has been re-edited in certain places and CGI has also been updated. Now, I won't actually show any screenshots or any video footage in this video just because of copyright issues and the movie hasn't actually been digitally released yet, so I can't actually legally show you anything in this video. However, people are posting about it all over Twitter. It's all over Instagram. You've probably seen it somewhere on YouTube as well. So you guys know what I'm talking about. Basically, I'm going to describe the scenes to you and what they have changed. So basically, the first scene is the one where Willem Dafoe, Norman Osborn, he smashes the Goblin mask. Now, if you guys thought this scene looked a bit funny and a little bit off in the movie, then that was because obviously Norman Osborn's suit is actually traced to him, and that isn't actually a practical suit, and it's very, very obvious. It's kind of similar to how Robert Downey Jr. had the Iron Man suit CGI'd on him in the Civil War airport battle. A lot of people noticed this, and it looked a little bit off in comparison to his head. Now, this isn't the biggest thing in the world, it's just it's quite noticeable in comparison to the other CGI in the movie. So basically, this scene has actually been recut and re-edited, so you can barely see the suit in any of the shots. Now, you can still see the suit, you can still notice it, but it's less noticeable. But the way I can describe it to you is that they've cut it so you can see less of Willem Dafoe's body, so you can just see more of his face, which means you can barely see the CGI suit, which in this scene was probably the best way to go about it rather than updating the CGI, because that is just wasting resources at that point. I think this was probably the best option to go with when coming to handling this scene in particular. However, the next scene is probably the most interesting scene that we've got out of the two, which is when Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire jump through the portals in their first appearance. Now, the main changes for this scene is the portal and the background. So if you look closely, it actually does look a lot better in the new footage. Now, if you just watch the movie with the old footage and then go back and rewatch it with the new footage, you probably won't really notice it, but if you look at them side by side, there's a lot more particles with the portal. That way you can't really notice that it's Andrew Garfield before he jumps through the portal. The portal is a lot brighter and there's a lot of updated lighting textures as well, in which make the scene look a lot more poppy and realistic, and also it kind of blurs and darkens out the backgrounds a bit from where Andrew and Tobey came from, which I'm not gonna lie, did look a little bit out of place as well. Also, when Tobey Maguire jumps through his portal closes about a second before it originally did in the new footage. So there are a couple of CGI changes here and there for the movie, and not gonna lie, I'm quite glad that they've updated these, because these are some of the more questionable CGI moments in the movie. I won't lie, most of the CGI in this movie is absolutely incredible, but you can tell with the amount of villains there were, with Tobey and Andrew coming in, with Tom himself, and all the big action set pieces in this movie, that the CGI team, with COVID-19 around as well, were rushed as hell, and they could not put everything together as much as they wanted to. The CGI team for this movie quite clearly did an amazing job with the time that they were given. If this movie came out mid-2022 instead of December 2021, I'm guaranteeing you that all of these scenes would look absolutely amazing and flawless with no complaints whatsoever. However, because obviously the movie coming out in the pandemic and the movie also kind of being rushed with all the COVID delays and everything that's been going on with that, and you know, a lot of the people that work on this film having to work from home, obviously this movie isn't going to look as good as it actually could have done. So I won't lie, you know, give the CGI team props, man. Just everyone that worked on this film, just give them massive props for making this happen with all the actors coming together. And even though, for example, Thomas Hayden Church and Risa Farnes, they couldn't actually be on set, but they still provided their voice, they still managed to deliver this amazing movie and made what they had work. And I think it was absolutely incredible, and I think this movie turned out way better than we could have ever imagined, and I'm very happy we got the movie that we got. But with that being said, that is everything that has been updated from the movie so far. If I spot anything else, I'll let you guys know. Obviously, the Willem Dafoe scene and the Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire scenes have been updated. If you have not seen them already, make sure to go check them out. They are really cool to see the comparisons and how they've been updated. I do think right now it does look a hell of a lot better. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below about these updates. Do you like them? Do you not like them? Tell me. Make sure to hit a like on this video if you did enjoy. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to not miss any more Spider-Man content. That includes fan fictions, news about the movies and the games, and a bunch of other stuff. Spider-Man Last Hunt comes out on January 29th, so make sure to book it off your calendars. I've worked so hard on this Spider-Man fan film. I love it to death. I can't wait for you guys to all see it. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, and peace.